Hello lovelies, today I've got a Q&A video for you, and if anyone remembers, about 3 months ago, this is not a responsible thing from me, I asked people for questions and I actually filmed the video for that. What happened was I tried to upload it and then I tried to upload it again and it just was not doing anything, so I ended up deleting the video because I just got so frustrated at it. But today I've got those questions again and I'm going to do take 2, 3 months later, of what my answers are to these questions. I know, I'm awful. Anyway, so first up is a question from Anna at Half-Blood Anna, and she says, how's YouTube going? Obviously not that well because I haven't done a video in ages. I did my Lush video a couple of days ago, but apart from that, I haven't done a video in ages, but I'm going to try again. I get really annoyed at the quality that I have. I'm just using my MacBook camera and I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, but I've just decided to be like, you know what, the camera quality is bad, but people will watch if they want to. If they don't like the camera quality, then they won't, so that's fine. Do I enjoy YouTube as much as blogging? I do like YouTube. I think the thing about blogging that I like is that you can do it whenever. You can do it at 1 AM in the morning, you can do it then. But with YouTube, you have to be much more organised. You have to make sure you have wonderful natural lighting, etc. And it can be a bit more of a nightmare, especially fitting it in when I've got my makeup done and when I can actually do it. It's a lot harder. Whereas with blogging, it's so much more flexible, which I like. But I love being able to talk to people on YouTube like this, so it's a tough one. What blogging chats do I recommend? Also from Anna. There's so many of them. I love the Girl Gang chat, which is on a Monday. I love L bloggers. The Instagram chat, IG chat is really good as well. There's a whole load of them. There are people that do lists, so I recommend you just Google like blogging chat lists, have a look at those and then kind of pop into different ones and see what questions you like. The G bloggers chat is also great as well. I love that one. Now questions from Christina at Cree Simonton? Is that how you say your name? I'm sorry. Anyway, what's my dream job? This is the question I'm getting asked all the time now. Not so much what's my dream job, but what the hell are you going to do with your life? My dream job is probably to do something creative. I love writing. If I could blog full time, that would be amazing. Very unrealistic. I would love to work in film or something like that, or in fashion. Anything creative really is my thing. So anything like that, I would be all over it. Okay. So next up we have questions from Jess and Josh, from Jess and Josh Cook. And Jess is so lovely. I met her recently and we had the nicest time at the Girl Gang event, so major love for you, Jess. She said, what advice would you give your 13-year-old self? I'll probably sort my life out and stop looking in the mirror and thinking, God, I'm really fat. Because I think my early teens was a lot of, God, I look really fat and I hate myself kind of vibes. I think if you didn't do that when you were a teen, then what were you doing when you were a teen? So I would just say stop making such a big deal over the small things, academics, your weight, your looks, etc. and just maybe just stop thinking about it. Probably won't be really happy with it, but just stop worrying about it because it's not worth it. And what you look like really does not matter that much. I really thought it was the biggest thing ever, and it's really not. If I could only eat, still from Jess, if I could only eat one meal for the rest of my life, what would it be? Hands down, tuna pasta with creme fraiche. I don't know if you know this, but I'm just really obsessed with canned tuna. Canned tuna with anything. Canned tuna mayo, canned tuna anything, tuna mayo sandwich, I'm all over it. If you give me that, that is better than like a Michelin star meal for me because it's just my favourite thing ever. It's the one thing that stops me from becoming a real vegetarian, is the fact that I love tuna so much. It's really bad, actually. It's really bad. If you could be anywhere right now, where would you be? Where would I be? Probably Japan or somewhere like that. Anywhere in Asia. But actually, recently I've really wanted to go to New York. I feel like it would be a lot like London, but I've never been to America, and if I could go to America, I would just be really, really happy. So yeah, maybe New York actually. I feel like New York. Okay, so another question from Imogen Ann _. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? It's another one of these where do you see yourself in the future questions. I don't like these because I'm just in that sort of 2016 mindset where everything seems so rubbish and you're just like, what is my future? But in 5 years time, hopefully I've moved out. That would be nice. With a stable job would be nice as well. But apart from that, I really couldn't tell you where I'd be, to be honest. I have no clue. I don't have any year plans or anything, so we'll see. Rebecca Jane at Pocahontas Jane said, what are your inspirations in life? This is also quite a hard question. I'm inspired by a lot of really random people, to be honest. I'm inspired a lot by writers, creative people, but also just people in general. I don't really have a sort of, this person is my, idol. I have a lot of like different idols. But I think in general it's sort of people that just do a really good job at something and inspire me creatively. I love Stephen Fry just because he's a mental health advocate and he's also just very funny to me. He's one of my favourite people in the world. So people like Stephen Fry I idolise. Not with everything he does, but the way that he keeps bringing joy into people's lives whilst also being really depressed inspires me. Next question. Hang on. I've got so many. Still from Rebecca. If you could only use one Lush product for the rest of your life, what would it be? That is a hard question. If you don't know, I love Lush. I feel like if you've missed that, what are you doing? Maybe the Experimenter, just because it's one of my favourite bath bombs at the moment. But then I kind of feel like a bubble bar would be a better choice, like the Comforter, because bubble baths are nice, but I do love my bath bombs. I feel like bath bombs, you don't really want them every night, but still, the Experimenter. Or Intergalactic. Oh, that is a tough choice. Maybe Intergalactic, actually. I don't like this question. If you were on a desert island and could only take 3 things, food and drink excluded, what would they be? I think I'd take Harry Potter, the first book, just because Harry Potter. It's not my actual favourite book, but that would be nice. Although that said, if it was my favourite book, I'd be taking Pride and Prejudice. So I'd take one book. What else? Laptop and Wi-Fi? Does that work? Because then I could just get off the desert island by contacting someone to save me. I feel like I'm really messing with the rules there. In fairness though, I'd probably bring something like a Hello Kitty doll because I'm obsessed with Hello Kitty. So not really making great life choices there. Next question is from Zoe, who I love, at ZZ Dreaming. She's such a lovely girl. Do you have any advice for those wanting to study a foreign language like Japanese? Well, I would say the best tactic I would say there is immersing yourself in it, listening to lots of music from that place, watching lots of films, dramas, etc. And just you really have to work hard to become fluent in a language when you're older. When you're younger, it's so much easier because when you're like a little kid, you don't have these inhibitions that you have when you're like older. Is that even the way of phrasing it? I don't know. But basically, when you're a kid, it's so much easier because you can say gobbledygook and you don't care. When you get older, you just start to get a little bit more self-conscious. I think that's one of the biggest barriers for languages is, especially with speaking, feeling really self-conscious, hating the situation and just finding it really difficult. And it's just so different to when you're a baby. So it's just work hard, really. Persevere. And that's my best advice. And finally, some questions from my friend Liam at Life of a Thinker. He's given me all the questions in capitals. Thanks, Liam. Which Harry Potter house are you in? I'm a Hufflepuff, but I'm one of those annoying people that even though I'm a Hufflepuff, I still want to be a Gryffindor. So I don't have like full house loyalty. I should. If any Hufflepuffs want to tell me this is why Hufflepuff's great, you should definitely be proud of your Hufflepuff status, then go ahead, let me know. But I'm kind of just want to be Hermione, being Gryffindor. Yeah. Favourite book? Pride and Prejudice, as I said. Song? That's hard. Favourite song? Maybe something Korean? Maybe a Big Bang song? Don't really have a favourite song. He's also asked me what my favourite album is. Favourite album would be something from Big Bang because they're my favourite band. And if you don't know, they're a Korean band. They're awesome. But if you don't know K-pop and you watch their videos, you're probably going to think, this is really odd. But I promise you, they are awesome. What makes you happy? That's a deep question. I'd say it's really cheesy, just seeing other people happy. If I'm really sad and I can help out one of my friends, I feel so much better. So probably seeing my friends happy, to be honest. What is your life goal? To write a book would be amazing. That is pretty much my life goal. Yeah. Favourite Korean word? Ooh. You know, now I'm having a mind blank because I do have a favourite Korean word now I can't think. Miso, which means smile. And the reason I like it is because there's miso soup in Japan. And whenever I hear that, I think, oh, smile soup, which is not what it means, by the way, but it's cute, isn't it? But anyway, I think that's all the questions for today. That's sad. Also, can we just appreciate my phone case? How cute is that? But basically, with YouTube, I'm going to try and do it more often. I don't know if I'll stick to it. To be honest, YouTube scares me a little bit. You get all these dislikes and it's not the best quality I'd wish, and it's a little bit scary. So I'll see if I can stick to a schedule. If I can, I'll be really happy, but if not, I'll just be useless again.